Welcome to Spielberg for another exciting Formula One race. This circuit is renowned for its backdrop, surrounded by natural beauty. But it certainly is an idyllic destination for the Austrian Grand Prix. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. Anthony Davison joins me once again in the commentary box. And it's fantastic to have you with us here today, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, Daniel Ricciardo and Norris, Stroll, Vettel, Sainz and Charles Leclerc, Ocon, Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso and Gasly, Mick Schumacher, Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi and George Russell, Mazepin and Nicholas Latifi. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So here we go. We are ready for the Austrian Grand Prix. The 5 red lights are turning on. It's lights out and away we go. Hamilton gets off to a good start. Bottas as well. Verstappen and Perez. Perez gets shut up by Verstappen and Bottas. Are going down the outside goes Verstappen and Bottas. There comes Daniel Ricciardo now on Sergio Perez. Hamilton leads. Verstappen second. Bottas third. Fourth is Perez. Fifth is just Ricciardo. No, here comes Bottas back on the outside lane for Max Verstappen. Sergio Perez shut it down on the inside. Look at Lando Norris and Pierre Gasly going at it in the background. No, it's Sebastian Vettel trying to be going at it. Verstappen gets ahead. There's yellow flags, but it's only because the cars are going too slow through that corner. Bottas shutting down on the inside of Verstappen as they head through turn number 4 now. Bottas down the inside and Verstappen into turn 4. Max Verstappen tries to hold off, but no, he cannot. He gets passed by Bottas, but now here comes Sergio Perez's teammate around the outside into turn 5. He goes around the outside. Verstappen's in the grass a little bit. Bottas trying to Verstappen trying to defend against Perez. Ricciardo's also behind there trying to take advantage. Perez down the inside now. He's trying to use the outside of turn number 7 and he dies. He makes the move happen into turn number 8. Here he goes in around the outside. He takes the spot away. Great first lap for Lewis Hamilton. As oh my God, what has happened to the graphics on the left side? That is not normal. We don't even know where the heck, how far behind it is. Look at that. Why is Charles Leclerc? Meanwhile, Verstappen on the move against Sergio Perez. He does have the inside into turn number 3 now. Good move by Verstappen. He gets by. Meanwhile, I think Schumacher and Raikkonen are fighting. I don't even know anymore. Why is Nikita Mazepin 9 laps down? Why is Daniel Ricciardo 10 laps down? Why is Charles Leclerc 24 seconds behind? Esteban Ocon says it's negative 30 seconds behind. What is going on with the graphics? I know Verstappen, Hamilton's leading. Bottas is second. Max Verstappen is now third. Sergio Perez is fourth. Daniel Ricciardo fifth. 6th is Norris. 7th is Vettel. 8th is Lance Stroll. Carlos Sainz is 9th. Charles Leclerc 10th. And that's not normal because it now says Esteban Ocon is 44 seconds behind Charles Leclerc. What is happening to the graphics? This is not normal, folks. We need to fix this. Probably by the DRS is now available, so that's good. That's still fixed, but the intervals are not correct. Because why is Bottas only 2 seconds behind? Why is Verstappen 3.9 seconds just stuck on there? Yeah, Charles Leclerc 24 seconds behind, it says, of Carlos Sainz, but that's not correct at all. Why is Daniel Ricciardo 10 laps down on Sergio Perez? They tried to get the fix up. The guy in the graphics tried to fix that. That did not work. So we're stuck here with the glitch thing. I think Russell and Fernando Alonso are going at it. And yes, they are. They're will to will. Look at that. Fernando Alonso tries to get ahead of George Russell, and he does indeed. He takes out 14th place. But I don't even know what's going on here. Max Verstappen trying to get by Valtteri Bottas into turn 6. Now Verstappen trying to get back on Bottas as they head through the corners. Now, as you can see, into turn number 8. Bottas trying to defend against Verstappen. Verstappen trying to hold off, but as you can see now, look at this. He's going to have DRS down the main straight. Can Verstappen make a move around down this main straight? He's going to try it down the outside into turn number 1. Oh, big lockup for Bottas. Oh, that couldn't be effective. We got into turn number 2. Here comes Verstappen now, trying to defend. He tries to go outside. He's going to go well to well with Bottas up the hill towards turn 2. Into turn 3, Verstappen gets ahead. Good move by Verstappen around turn number 2 and 3. Bottas, meanwhile, does have DRS, so he's going to be trying against Verstappen once again, but it looks like it's going to be too late. But meanwhile, look at that. Esteban Ocon and Yuki Tsunoda going will to will. Esteban Ocon on the medium tire, and he gets passed by Yuki Tsunoda, who's on the soft tires. I think we're going to be getting the whole graphics on the left side fixed this lap, so we're going to be cutting to a little bit of a technical difficulties as we are going away. As you can see, the graphics going away on the left side, so we're going to be getting that fixed in a second here as they head up the hill. And we are now in technical difficulties, and we are back out. Let's see if the graphics are fixed. They see they coming around the last corner. Yes, they are fixed. Look at them. Now we have the official gap between each driver. So as you can see now, 2 seconds between Yuki Tsunoda and Charles Leclerc, 1.4 seconds between Fernando Alonso and George Russell. So, and Nikita Mazepin back in 1.5 seconds of his teammate, and Nicholas Latifi just way in the back. So, meanwhile, look at this though. It's Pierre Gasly, who has never scored a point this season yet. He's trying to ride Esteban Ocon, not through turn 3. Maybe they'll run out to turn 4. He's gonna have DRS as well as Esteban Ocon, who's on the medium tire. He's going to try it. No, he's not. And we have also co-commentator here. We also have co-commentator Sam, the bird. But it's supposedly going to be me, Fernando Alonso in 14th place, Pierre Gasly in 13th, trying to get by his teammate, Alonso's teammate, that is. So there's Bottas in 3rd, Sergio Perez in 4th, trying to hold off Daniel Ricciardo and Lando Norris, the 2 McLarens, who actually got 2nd and 3rd, respectively, the last race here in Canada. Lando Norris taking P2, Ricciardo P3, but it was Valtteri Bottas last week who took the win in Canada. Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, the 2 Ferrari teammates, 9th and 10th, gonna duke it out here on the 6th lap. Will he try a move? Will Charles Leclerc go forward? No, he'll stay behind his teammate. Maybe into turn number 3. I'm not counting turn 2 anymore. It's not really a turn. It's just an uphill kink to the left. Will Charles Leclerc try and move down into turn number 3 now? Into turn 3? No, he will just stay behind. Maybe wait until next lap when he has DRS. Meanwhile, look at this though. Valtteri Bottas trying to catch up to Verstappen. He's only 7-8 tenths behind. He's trying to catch up. Verstappen 2.5 seconds now between the gap of him and Lewis Hamilton. Meanwhile, look at this Daniel Ricciardo over Lando Norris going out of Kimi Räikkönen and Tony Giovinazzi as well. Back in 16th, 17th, but trying to chase down George Russell in 4th and 15th place. Fernando Alonso behind the gap between Yuki Tsunoda, Esteban Ocon, Pierre Gasly, and himself, trying to fight off. It's basically a battle between the AlphaTauris and Alpine, and we can see a battle between almost the Haas as Mick Schumacher as well in there. Alfa Romeos and the Williams. Meanwhile, as you can see, Charles Leclerc gets a good exit out of turn number 1. Let's see it. Up the hill they go. Well, first of all, they're going downhill, and then they go uphill. Can Charles Leclerc make a move? He's going to try around the outside of his teammate, Carlos Sainz, around the outside of turn number 2. Can Sainz hold it off there? No, he can't. Oh, yes, he can. They're will to will. No. Charles Leclerc with DRS. Can Sainz hold on for much longer? No, he cannot. Carlos Sainz falls back into 10th place behind his teammate. Meanwhile, look at the battle here between the Alfa Romeos. Oh, there's another fight there. I thought it was Nikita Mazepin and Nicholas Latifi fighting, but I don't know what that was. It was some sort of fight. We didn't even get to see it. Look at the gap between George Russell now and Fernando Alonso, 4.8 seconds. The gap between Hamilton and Verstappen now is 2 seconds. And dropping. I think someone just got a track limits warning. That would be Fernando Alonso who's got a track limit warning for turn 3. So, I don't even know how it's physically possible, but he did because he ran too much on the curb and just got a warning. So, a warning for Fernando Alonso for running out into the track a little bit more than he's supposed to. There is Sergio Perez, 1 second behind Valtteri Bottas. Verstappen now 2.1 seconds behind. Trying to defend, as you can see the other drivers now. Daniel Ricciardo and them. Here comes. Oh, look at that wheel to wheel battle. Oh, look at this battle. Antonio Giovinazzi and George Russell, wheel to wheel. Down into turn number 2, now into turn 3. Kimi Räikkönen trying to make a move now. He's going to dive down the inside. Yes, he is. 3 wide into turn 2. Or 3, I mean. Look at this battle. Räikkönen gets past his teammate, but not George Russell. They're still going to go wheel to wheel. I think a little bit of contact. Yes. Oh, yeah, look how much Räikkönen is slowing. I think he has front wing damage now. So massive damage for Kimi Räikkönen, enough for him to pit. So he's going to enter the pit lane now. So here he goes into the pit lane. Antonio, oh, his teammate! No! Oh no, his teammate! Oh, Antonio Giovinazzi smashes to the side of Kimi Räikkönen. His entire front wing is gone. Here comes the Haas cars and Nicholas Latifi. As you can see, Schumacher around the outside. Antonio Giovinazzi, he gets by. Nicholas Latifi gets by. And Nikita Mazepin stuck behind Antonio Giovinazzi. This was a disaster for Alfa Romeo. They were just trying to get Kimi Räikkönen down pit road. But instead, Antonio Giovinazzi smashed right into his teammate. And now look at Nikita Mazepin down the inside of Antonio Giovinazzi. And he takes the spot away. He's now back in the 19th place. Kimi Räikkönen now 22 seconds back, but now Antonio Giovinazzi is going to have a slow lap ahead of him. That was pretty bad for Antonio Giovinazzi, but now he's in a long way to catch up. So, and I don't even know what noise I just made there as both of them collided. But as you can see now, Sebastian Vettel getting chased down by his teammate Lance Stroll, and Charles Leclerc getting chased down by his teammate Carlos Sainz. Lance Stroll is going to try and force an overtake here on his teammate up the hill towards turn 2. Can Lance Stroll try and overtake here? No, he cannot. Meanwhile, Carlos Sainz trying to force an overtake there, and that's the binocular on Pierre Gasly, or Yuki Tsunoda, and Gasly trying to get blocked by Fernando Alonso. Look at the gap between. Oh, look at the gap between George Russell now and Fernando Alonso. 8.9, almost 9 seconds from each other. And there's Antonio Giovinazzi into the pits, getting that front wing change. But here's Kimi Räikkönen flying by. So Räikkönen jumps up to 19th place. Antonio Giovinazzi just drops down to 20th. I don't know what the heck I just said. Valtteri Bottas is going to be the first person to enter pit road that's on a actual schedule. So he's going to be coming down pit road, as well as Lando Norris. So the McLaren of Lando Norris and the Mercedes of Valtteri Bottas both down pit road, putting on fresh medium tires. So it looks like they're going to be doing a 2-stop strategy for the Mercedes team. And also the Ferraris of Charles Leclerc. And also, I think Yuki Tsunoda enters the pit lane. So, interesting. Maybe an undercut strategy by most of the teams. That could be an attempt for an overtake. I mean, an undercut strategy. So you see Charles Leclerc and Yuki Tsunoda. So George Russell's in the pits. So he's going for the undercut. And also Nikita Mazepin also for the undercut. So Red Bull right now, not really. So it's right now Red Bull. Red Bull hasn't changed any tires yet. Here comes Lewis Hamilton into the pits, as well as Max Verstappen. They're both on the same strategy probably. But we're going to have to see what everyone's thinking. Verstappen looking at onto the grass. He's pushing that. He's just trying to get ahead of Hamilton. Or trying to stay ahead of Verstappen. And Hamilton puts on the soft tires. Interesting. So Verstappen goes on mediums. So Sergio Perez stays out once again. So Sergio Perez takes the lead as Valtteri Bottas drops all the way back to 9th place. Gasly comes in, Sainz comes in, Nicholas Latifi comes in. So interesting here. So interesting. Well, what the strategy plays are here. So see, Mick Schumacher's going to come in. Nicholas Latifi is also going to come in. I think the two Alphas are going to be jumping unless they both pit for front wing damage. I remember that. Ooh, Sainz is on soft tires. Interesting. But meanwhile, the two Aston Martins have stayed out, and both the Alpines have stayed out. So this is quite interesting here. So both the Astons, Sergio Perez, and both the Alpines have stayed out. They're probably going for a one-stop strategy, maybe a soft to hard kind of strategy. But it's going to be quite interesting through 24 laps to go here in Austria. But again, who knows what the strategy play is going to be? Because some could go aggressive, some can go absolutely just flat out staying. But here comes Valtteri Bottas on Fernando Alonso around the outside of turn number 1. Can Valtteri Bottas force the overtake? Yes, he can, and he will take back 8th place. Or 7th place, I mean. But here comes Daniel Ricciardo back on Fernando Alonso down into the second straight. Verstappen, why am I saying Verstappen? I mean Daniel Ricciardo gets blocked by Fernando Alonso. There's Max Verstappen all the way to 5th place behind 2.3 seconds behind Lewis Hamilton. So I don't even know why I just did his name, so I'm sorry for that. Ricciardo trying to get by Fernando Alonso. That's what I was trying to say. So look at that. Sebastian Vettel, Lance Stroll, two of the Aston Martins staying out. Quite an interesting challenge we have here for the main spots, or the podium spots actually, I add. But we'll see how it plays out. You can see Fernando Alonso and Daniel Ricciardo going wheel to wheel, and he takes the spot as Esteban Ocon enters the pits. So let's see what Esteban Ocon goes on. This is going to be quite interesting. Where is Esteban Ocon going to come out on? So he's on the medium tire, and he pits for mediums. So Fernando Alonso may be pitting for mediums too. This is quite interesting here, because those tires. So maybe the Alpines are in a medium soft race. That's probably what they're going for, is a medium soft. But what is Sergio Perez on? Even though he's on a softer tire. Meanwhile, as you see Lewis Hamilton trying to get by Sebastian Vettel, former rivals in Formula 1 back in 2017 and 18. Anyway, look at that, Verstappen now in the back of Hamilton. So now it's Verstappen versus Hamilton in the championship. There's Fernando Alonso. So let's see what Alonso is going to do here on this very pit stop. As you see Lando Norris coming by him and trying to go. Oh my God! Lando's out! Oh my God! Lando Norris is out of the race. Oh my God! Hamilton gets by for Vettel around turn number 1, but Lando Norris out of this race, makes major contact. Safety car deployed. Oh my goodness! Lando Norris just got sent to the Shadow Realm by Fernando Alonso. And there's Lando just has to take the blame. There's nothing else he can do. Alonso, there's no. That's just. Oh, that was just stupid. So Lando Norris is out of the race and is now the first retiree of this race. That's just super unfortunate for Lando. And Fernando Alonso has side pod damage, he says. Or his engineer says he has side pod damage. So here comes Sergio Perez in the pits. Which, yeah, it makes sense why he's doing it, so that he can. So, gonna be good. So we're under the safety car now. Lance Stroll pits. A double stack by Aston Martin. So, quite interesting here. A double stack. But that really screws up Sebastian Vettel's race. So he's going to drop in a lot now. Here comes the two Ferraris. Here comes the Alpine. Or, oh no, not even the AlphaTauris are involved here. Can they at least jump at Alpine? Yes, they can. They can stay ahead of Alpine. So the strategy kind of worked out. But this is interesting, though. So we're just waiting for the safety car to end. So basically, so this is quite interesting. Hamilton's on softs, Verstappen's on mediums, Bottas is on mediums, Ricciardo's on softs. I think Sergio Perez is also on mediums. Safety car in this lap, they said. So. So we're just waiting till we get. So around turn number 5. Sorry for the non-commentary, we're just waiting here. So Lando Norris is the first person out of the race and hopefully the last. Because that was brutal of a absolute shunt by both drivers. But I think I have to put more blame on Lando Norris because, I mean, he saw Fernando Alonso going to the pits, but he didn't see him. But here we go for the restart though. Verstappen in second place, Hamilton in first. Hamilton gets off well. Verstappen understeers. I think his tires are not ready enough. His tires are too cold probably. So look at him weaving. He's trying to weave into turn number 1. And he runs wide again. This is unusual for Verstappen as he's trying to defend against Bottas. So here they go up the hill towards turn 3. Towards 2 or 3, I don't know anymore. So Verstappen trying to hold him off. Now down the hill they go into the DRS range. There's no DRS until the 3rd lap. That's either after a safety car or at the beginning of the race. So Verstappen trying to hold off Bottas. Now he needs to catch Hamilton. He's 1 second now between him and Hamilton. He's trying to catch up to Hamilton, I can tell you that. So no actual action going on. I don't know why the marshals are still waving yellow flags. There's no contact or debris on the track, so that doesn't make any sense. They always do that at almost every single track. So Verstappen in second place. Hamilton still leading. Bottas is still 3rd. They're probably only waving yellow flags, so because that's where the incident happened, probably. As per Gasly and Sebastian Vettel go wheel to wheel. I think Gasly just got passed by Sebastian Vettel, so Vettel moves up the spot to P10. He's back in the points. Lance Stroll in 5th place. That's really impressive for the Canadian. So Hamilton trying to catch up to, or Verstappen trying to catch up to Hamilton. He's right at the tail end now. He's only 5/100ths now. Or 5/10. Darn it, dude, I'm so bad at my job. 5/10 now between him and Hamilton. Now, again, losing time. So he's really gaining on him. Meanwhile, look at this. Fernando Alonso down the inside of Pierre Gasly, and he moves up a spot. What a move by the Frenchman, or the Spaniard, not the Frenchman, the Spaniard, Fernando Alonso. Oh, that was it. No, that was Esteban Ocon. My bad. This was a Frenchman. My bad. As DRS gets now available, Hamilton now going to be getting pressure from Verstappen behind. 4/10 now behind. He's now down to 3/10. Verstappen could have an overtake here on Lewis Hamilton up the hill. Verstappen trying to use the outside lane. He's going to get it down the outside. No, he's going to use it around the outside lane into turn 2. Verstappen gets run wide. Hamilton trying to defend. Who is going to have DRS? Hamilton has DRS. Verstappen trying to use all of his overtake. He's going to keep it around the outside into turn 3. There's still will to will. Now into turn number 3. Verstappen trying to hold it off. Look at that, Hamilton. There's still will to will as they head into turn number 4. Now look at this now. Down the inside into turn 5. It's great racing between these two. Into turn 6 and 7. It's still great racing. Verstappen trying to do a switchback into the corner now. They're trying to make contact. And they make contact actually. They do make contact. Hamilton's up. And oh my god! Bottas gets shunted. Oh, Daniel Ricciardo too. Oh, this is terrible. Oh no. Oh no, Verstappen. Oh my god, Verstappen. Hamilton. Oh my god, Verstappen's okay. Immediate red flag. But Hamilton, Daniel Ricciardo, and Valtteri Bottas all out of the race. Oh my god, an immediate red flag. A safety car comes out to pick up the cars. But what just happened? That was stupid. What just happened? What the heck just happened? Lance Stroll gets slowed down. Everyone else just gets out of control. Oh my god, that was stupid. That was so stupid. Oh my god. So Hamilton made contact with Verstappen, and Valtteri Bottas just runs into, tries to just go straight. Hamilton comes back on the circuit, hits Bottas, and then Ricciardo just has nowhere to go, and it just hits Hamilton. Let's look at a replay here. Let's just look at the replay here. Here we go. On board with Max Verstappen. Just trying to figure out what the heck happened here. So you see they're going down here. Hamilton, look at that. Hamilton's trying to go left. He's trying to go right. Verstappen just tries to take a wider line. But as you can see, Verstappen just tries to hit that apex. Verstappen's there, but also look at that. He also locks up on the wheel. Probably that overheated their tire. Look at that. Bang. Just nowhere to go. And it seems like Verstappen kind of just went straight into Hamilton. Kind of weird. Okay, then. So Hamilton's out of the race. Let's look at a video on Hamilton. So here we go. Replay with Hamilton. So he's coming around. You can see Verstappen down the inside. He tries to turn into the corner. He tries to take a wide line, but Verstappen hits him. I don't know. Oh my god! Bottas just shunted right into him. Let's look at Bottas. But my god, what a collision! Good lord! Oh my god! I don't think I've ever seen a harder collision than that. When we saw a wreck between Hamilton and Verstappen back in Belgium, but that was just nasty. Ricciardo, oh look at that, just nowhere to go. He tries to lock up on the brakes, but it's too late for him. And Sergio Perez, let's see what happened to Perez. Oh my god, that was so close. And let's look back one more time at what happened to the Red Bulls back in Canada. Verstappen, as you can see, just spins. The safety car the race will restart on the safety car, so we are getting more of that. But it might take a while for those cars to be cleaned up. As you see, Verstappen hit the wall and was out of the race. Well, he wasn't out of the race. He just fell back, and you see Perez just loses this engine. So here we are, folks, after the red flag that was caused by Verstappen, Hamilton, Daniel Ricciardo, and Valtteri Bottas all colliding. Maybe Sergio Perez, but he got really lucky not getting involved in that wreck. So far we've had four retirees. Yep, Lando Norris in lap 14, and Ricciardo, Hamilton, and Bottas all on lap 20. So there's some racing since. There's some good racing. So again, this is like last week with the Red Bulls. Verstappen crashed and only scored 2 points because he finished 10th plus the fastest lap. But Perez retired. Now this week, both the Mercedes are out. Perez is second place right now, and Verstappen's bound in 12th, as they say. This is quite interesting. Oh my god, Nicholas Latifi is out. Oh my god, his engine just blew up. Oh, he's out. He was just coming to the restart and he's already out. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen that. Here's a replay of what just happened as I'm talking. That is terrible for Nicholas Latifi as he's out of the race now. So he goes our 5th retiree as we're getting ready to go green. We have one more lap until we go green, they're saying. So we're getting ready to go back racing here on lap number 23. That's where we're going to be going, but we're right now at lap 22. They're coming around turn 7 now, so we're getting ready to go back into action. So no reports saying... So Fernando Alonso is not getting a penalty because I was fully on Lando, so that was a race incident, they're saying. So that's good. So here they go, and we're going to be cutting back to the race now. And so here we are, back in the race now. We're coming to the restart now. And here we are at lap 23. Charles Leclerc is your leader. Perez is in second. Carlos Sainz is third. And to see the huge collision between those 5 cars are going to be reviewed after the race. So we'll have a press conference about the decision, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, but that's hopefully what we're going to get. So Charles Leclerc is your leader. That's incredible that the 2 Ferraris are now 1 and 3. But again, like I said during the studio update, Nicholas Latifi blew an engine, so he is out of the race. Let me see if we're stepping back in 12th place now. And so we're coming to the restart now. As you say, it said SC restart instead of just save the car because we know the restart is coming. During the replays, we saw that the race officials have said the restart will be behind a safety car. So the safety car about to come in. And we are about to go back racing. So here we go. 13 laps to go in the race. That's where we're going to come to. The 13 to go. As if we're stepping, weaving the back. Ready to go back to some racing. Gonna pass a lot of cars probably. As here we go around the last corner. The green flag waves. And we're back underway. Here in Austria. Charles Leclerc leads. Perez is second. Carlos Sainz third. Esteban Ocon fourth. Fernando Alonso fifth. George Russell sixth. Yuki Tsunoda seventh. Sebastian Vettel eighth. Pierre Gasly ninth. Lance Stroll 10th. Mick Schumacher 11th. Verstappen 12th. Raikkonen 13th. Nikita Mazepin 14th. Antonio Giovinazzi 15th. Again, there's 5 cars out of the race. And you see, George Russell is already getting passed by Yuki Tsunoda. They're going to go wheel to wheel down into turn number 3 now. Yuki Tsunoda trying to get by George Russell down into turn 3. It's around the outside goes Yuki Tsunoda, but he gets forced out by George Russell. Great defense by the Brit against the Japanese driver. As you see, Verstappen trying to get by Nikita Mazepin. I think he almost fell back in position. So interesting there from Max Verstappen. See Charles Leclerc entering the pits. Oh boy, this is interesting. And it's both the Ferraris. Both the Ferraris are entering the pits. My goodness. So both the Ferraris and both the AlphaTauris are in. So let's see what kind of pit stop they're making here. It's a double stack by Ferrari. Oh, Charles Leclerc gets held up because both the AlphaTauris are in the pits. Oh, this is terrible for Ferrari. And George Russell jumps both of them. Charles Leclerc gets a race. Pierre Gasly gets a race. My goodness, what a just terrible timing for Ferrari. They fall behind AlphaTauri now. What a terrible thing. Sergio Perez now leads. Esteban Ocon now second. Fernando Alonso in third. Sebastian Vettel, Lance Stroll, both 5 and 6. Verstappen jumps up. Mick Schumacher. Both the Hasses are in the points. This is madness. Both Alfa Romeos are in the points. They crashed on lap 8. And now they're back here on lap 25 as 9th and 10th. This is madness. This race. So Lance Stroll did get by Verstappen, but Verstappen, oh, he did pass him. Oh, no, he didn't. He got passed by. As, oh my God, Sergio Perez pits. Oh my God. So Sergio Perez comes in. And now it's Esteban Ocon, your leader. So Esteban Ocon takes the lead. Fernando Alonso is now second. Sebastian Vettel is now third. Verstappen fourth. Lance Stroll fifth. Sebastian Vettel, Fernando Alonso, wheel to wheel in through turn 2. Now down the back stretch now. Fernando trying to defend against Sebastian Vettel. They're wheel to wheel now. Down into turn number 3. Sebastian Vettel around the outside. He does take the spot away from Fernando Alonso. What a move by the German. Now, here comes Lance Stroll, the Canadian. Verstappen trying to get by Fernando Alonso. Now remember, back at lap 14, Alonso got to a crash. Here comes Verstappen trying to get by. He tries to use the outside lane at turn number 7, but here goes Lance Stroll down the inside at turn number 8. What a move by the Canadian through turn 8. What an absolute overtake. That was amazing. Marvelous move by Lance Stroll. Verstappen now trying to get by. DRS activated. Now, Lance Stroll down the inside of Fernando Alonso. They're going wheel to wheel. Alonso defends well. Lance Stroll trying to become second place. He's not, actually that's for third. Sebastian Vettel is now your leader. Here comes Max Verstappen. Where is he going to go? He's going to just stay behind him. As Lance Stroll does get by, Kimi Räikkönen and Antonio Giovinazzi going wheel to wheel. The two Alphas, they're trying to overtake each other. This is some great racing for the back and behind, but this is the front battle between the two people up in the front, 7th and 8th place, and 3rd, 4th, and 2nd, all fighting positions. What an absolute race this is so far. This has just been nuts. The two Aston Martins. Alonso trying to defend against Verstappen. He does so through turn 7. Alonso trying to defend now against Max Verstappen. Alonso trying to, he's going to dive into the pits. Alonso's diving into the pits. Verstappen tries to go around the outside. He makes contact again. Oh no. Safety car immediately deployed. Oh my God, there goes Nikita Mazepin. He's out of the race. Oh my goodness, and Verstappen makes contact with him. Oh my goodness, that was such a stupid move by Max Verstappen. What was he thinking? He was just trying to dive into the pits, but he should have realized the pit lane was already past him. But instead, he just decides to just dive into the pits through the grass, and he makes contact with Nikita Mazepin, and Mazepin is now out of the race. Oh my goodness, what was that kind of move? Mick Schumacher is on the podium. A Haas is on the podium. That is something not usual. Sergio Perez is up the 4th. Kimi Räikkönen is 5th. Yuki Tsunoda is 6th. George Russell is 7th. Here's a replay from Nikita Mazepin. Just, I don't even know what Verstappen was thinking. Let's look at this. Oh my God. What was Verstappen thinking? And here's the other retirees, by the way. Valtteri Bottas, lap 20. We didn't show Hamilton, but just a hard collision for Bottas. But that's not This is the other 2 times we've seen cars fly out of the last corner into traffic, oncoming traffic, and just it causes a massive crash. So this This has just been just a catastrophe race. And here's Lando Norris. The same incident what just happened. This has happened 3 times this race. Lap 8 with Antonio Giovinazzi and Kimi Räikkönen. Lap 14 with Fernando Alonso and Lando Norris. And now lap 20, I don't even know what lap we're on. Lap 28, I think. I don't even know. Lap 26, 28 maybe. But yeah, Verstappen's got a 5-second time penalty. That is huge. Verstappen with a 5-second time penalty. And Charles Leclerc with also a 5-second time penalty. With our new penalty graphics. Last time it looked bad, but this time it actually looks really decent. So we're coming to the restart now after that whole incident. Now green flags in the air. 5 laps to go. Or 6 laps to go. Sebastian Vettel leading. Lance Stroll second. Mick Schumacher third. Sergio Perez is fourth. I don't even know how I could say Schumacher's in third. Maybe back in 2001 I could say that. But this year, this is 2021. Schumacher's in third, defending against Sergio Perez. Perez around the outside of Schumacher. Is he going to get by? Yes, he can, because that Haas is very, very slow. But can Sergio Perez get by 2 of the Aston Martins for the win? Max Verstappen trying to catch back up. I mean, that's going to be a hard task, even with a 5-second time penalty. Charles Leclerc's also got a 5-second time penalty. So this is just madness. It's madness at this point. Verstappen gets by Giovinazzi. He's up to 11th, but again, with the 5-second time penalty, I don't even know where he's going to finish up. Sebastian Vettel is your leader. My goodness, I would have thought I'd never say that again. Sebastian Vettel is your leader. I could say that back like 2007, 2017, 2018. But look at this. Sergio Perez down the inside. Lance Stroll locks up. They're wheel to wheel without DRS. Lance Stroll trying to hold off Perez as long as he can for his own teammates. He's just trying to avoid everything. Down the inside. No, he does not try to down the inside, but lock up again for Lance Stroll. Stroll was making so many mistakes, just trying to hold off Sergio Perez. He's just trying everything he can to hold him up. This is great racing. I don't even know what to say anymore. This is great. Giovinazzi is battling against Pierre Gasly. Charles Leclerc's back in 11th place. I think he took a pit stop. I think he served his 5-second time penalty. Verstappen around the outside of Fernando Alonso, he gets by. Now we go for George Russell, he's up in the 9th place. Look at the move, Verstappen is trying to make up George Russell. Is he going to dive down the inside of turn number 8? No, he is not. DRS now available for Sergio Perez and Lance Stroll. Down into turn number 1. He tries to make a move. No, it does not happen. My voice is getting so raspy now. Charles Leclerc pits. He's going to serve his 5-second time penalty. But around the outside goes back for Verstappen and George Russell. He takes 9th place. He takes 8th place away. Sergio Perez down the inside of Lance Stroll. He locks him with the brakes hard, and he takes the spot away. And now he's only 1 position away from winning. Esteban Ocon gets by Kimi Räikkönen. What a move by the Frenchman. As he gets by, he's up to 6th place. Probably the best position he's ever been in his entire career of the series. A massive lockup for one of them ahead. As you see, the big amount of smoke. Verstappen up to 8th place now. This is just great. I cannot believe what I'm watching. 4 laps to go. Sergio Perez 1 second behind Sebastian Vettel. Can he pass him? Can he beat Sebastian Vettel in a Red Bull? Now into turn 8 and 9. Verstappen trying to get by Kimi Räikkönen. He's got the speed. He's got the DRS. Can he get by? Can he get by? Down the inside into turn 1. He does get by Kimi Räikkönen. He's up to 7th place. But again, he has that 5-second time penalty. But now I don't know what he's going to do. On Schumacher and Alonso. He's going around the outside. They're 3 wide as they head into turn 2. What a move for Verstappen. He passes 2 cars at once. What a move! He's up to 5th place! And look at that, George Russell out of the points now. Carlos Sainz drops back. And now Sainz moves up to 11th place. Gasly's in the points. Raikkonen's in the points. Schumacher's in the points. This is just amazing. 2 tenths now between Sergio Perez and Sebastian Vettel. They're almost wheel to wheel. Can we please cut to the match now? We don't care about Lance Stroll and Verstappen. We care about Sergio Perez and Sebastian Vettel. Verstappen trying to catch him. And here we go now. Down the main straight. Can Sergio Perez get by Sebastian Vettel? Vettel tries to run the outside. It's Sergio Perez who gets ahead. 1 lap to go now. My goodness, it's 2 laps to go. Sergio Perez does get ahead of Sebastian Vettel. What an absolute battle that is. Yuki Tsunoda is ahead of Lance Stroll. Down the inside goes Max Verstappen, and he passes for 3rd. Now, can he just pull off 5 seconds in a matter of 2 laps on very old medium tires? Can he do it? Meanwhile, Sebastian Vettel is now just falling back. Sergio Perez running away with the victory. This is going to be an intense last lap for Max Verstappen. Can he pull off a good gap just to secure a podium? I don't think a win will be. I don't think a win is going to come Verstappen's way. But can a podium happen? Verstappen's going to give it all here. Sergio Perez coming to take the final lap of the race. Sebastian Vettel is in 2nd. Max Verstappen's in 3rd. Vettel tried to hold off Perez as long as he could, but he could not do enough to hold him back. Now, can Verstappen get by Sebastian Vettel? Up the hill they go. Can Verstappen trying to make an overtake? Can he just build a gap? He's already 1.6 seconds ahead of Yuki Tsunoda, but he has to pull out 5 seconds. Schumacher falls down again to 9th place behind Kimi Raikkonen. Pierre Gasly trying to hold off Carlos Sainz, who's 2 tenths, now 3 tenths. Here comes Verstappen. He's going to try and down the inside of turn number 3. Verstappen gets by. What a move by the Dutchman, but he cannot pull off a 5-second gap. He's already 1.8 now between him and Yuki Tsunoda, so a podium might not come his way at all. But Sergio Perez, he's going to come around turn 8 and 9. Verstappen trying to pull off a gap here, but around turn 8 and around turn 9, and here he comes out of the last corner, down the main straight. Sergio Perez wins the Austrian Grand Prix, and it's Max Verstappen who jumps to 7th place. What a finish for this race. Sebastian Vettel's on the podium. Yuki Tsunoda's on the podium. What a race for Aston Martin, and what a race for Alpine.
Thoroughly well-deserved win. Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Yuki Tsunoda gets my vote today.
Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.